Hey guys, thank you very much for joining. It's very late in the evening. It's almost midnight today on Monday. But as you know, I do live streams every Monday and Thursday, so I couldn't leave it today without having a live stream. So today's topic is about the new social security system. You've probably heard of it. That like every year during the tax season, so before the end of March, Social Security and healthcare services are sending the record of your payments for the previous year. So at around this time, they should be sending how much you paid for the Social Security, how much you paid for the healthcare, and they usually send it via mail. But today or this year, it's different because only the healthcare providers send these documents, the status of your payments via post, like a physical document. Social Security introduced a new online system where you can log in and you can see everything online. So they will not be sending, or they are not sending anything via email or like via mail, but they will be only putting it into the online system. And it kind of came without any warning, at least for me and for our clients. So we didn't know really that it was happening, and that that would also mean that they will like stop sending it physically like right away. But that's how it is. So if you're still waiting for your Social Security report, you can stop waiting now, because they will never send it to you. It's only available online. And I've tested the application myself, and I must say that the first time I tried to log in, okay, so maybe let's look at it from the perspective of you as a foreigner. So if you're either an employee in the Czech Republic, or if you're self-employed, then you can now access all your records, all the payments, and everything online, which is generally a great thing, because generally in the Czech Republic, nothing can really be done online, and electronic versions of documents are not really accepted for anything. So this is a great step towards future, that you can do something without a paper, without a mail, without waiting at home, and you can just do it online. So that's definitely a great step, and I support it and appreciate it. The thing just is that, with as with most things which are new, and especially in the governmental system, it's still kind of, it has many problems. And one of them is that the system is only in Czech. So if you don't speak Czech, Ipshit Chowdhury, hello Jan, hello, hi, nice to see you, nice from you to join. But so the back to the system as of now is only in Czech. So if you don't speak Czech and you want to get something done in the system, it will be very difficult for you from the very beginning, because everything, all the logins, and then all the on the interface and everything is in Czech only. So that's first thing. Second thing is that even I was trying. I'm Czech. I speak Czech, and I've been living here most of my life, or the whole life basically. And I know how to operate applications and all this. And the first time I couldn't log in. I don't know if it was maybe like they had so many requests, so it was just the servers were not responding properly or something. But the first one or two tries I did, they didn't let me log in. So basically, if you want to log in into the application, you can choose from like two access options, basically. One is through your Databox. But most people don't really have Databox, especially if you're a freelancer, and especially if you're a foreigner, then you most likely don't have a Databox, which is understandable, and I don't really recommend getting one anyway. But if you have it, then you can access the system using your Databox login information. If you don't have the Databox, there are like 7 8 different options how you can log in. I believe that the easiest one, but again, I don't know if you can do it as a foreigner, but I did it as a Czech person, and that was pretty simple. And that's login through your bank identity. So if you have one of the banks which accept the e-identity, then you can log in into this system, which is amazing. Actually, this system was introduced like not even a year ago, that banks will be allowed to be used to communicate with the government exactly this way. And I'm like pretty surprised that it's actually working, and that some of the authorities started using that. So actually I tried it with Raiffeisen Bank. I tried with different banks, but Raiffeisen Bank worked. And basically it works the way that you click that you want to log in via bank identity. You choose the bank, so I chose Raiffeisen Bank, and then you fill in your login details, and then you just confirm it in the RB Klíč and the RB like key application, and then you automatically log in. Then still, when I logged in, it was a bit confusing for me at first, because there were many different like places you could click, and when you clicked, you had to log in again. So I would expect that it's the same as you log in into your online banking. And I got frozen on Facebook. I'm back on Facebook. Good. So I imagine that it would work the same way as, for example, the online banking, that you would just log in and then you could access everything with no problems. But it didn't work like that. I logged in, and whenever I clicked on something, it got me to the link, but I had to log in again if I wanted to access that particular information. But it just took some time to get used to it. But when I got used to it, it was actually pretty kind of understandable, and I understood where I can find what. And I tried, and it really showed. I'm not sure how much accurate the data was, and it was still kind of very basic information. I would say that you couldn't really go into details and see, like, for example, the payments you made. I'm not even sure if there was a date when it was received, just the month, or you couldn't really like click on it and get more information. So I believe there is still big space for improvement, especially with introducing English. Second, maybe you don't have to log in like 10 times within the same like work session with the application, and then making it a bit more, because it's also, the structure is somehow strange, because there is some like basic structure. If you click on something, it gets you somewhere, but then there is another kind of offer which is above this, and you only get there like through clicking on something else. So it's kind of not really perfect, but I think it's a good step. And technically what I saw there is that you could be able to apply, for example, for the proof of no debts, which might be useful if you're applying, for example, for the long-term residence permit with the business purpose. Then you don't have to go to the authority in person, and you could in theory request the document through this online system. We will test it for sure at Move to Prague, because I honestly don't know how high is my trust to this system working, because you can also, now you can do many things via email or through the Databox, but whatever we do through Databox, it usually ends in some like black hole and nothing really happens. So when we request something or when we send some documents via Databox, it often like nothing happens for a very long time, and eventually maybe might, but it usually causes a significant delay. So I honestly expect something like this to happen with this system as well. So if you request the proof of no debts through this online system, that it might never happen. But we'll test it and we'll see, because maybe it will work perfectly, and then we'll save ourselves some time and maybe even some money, because I didn't see payment options there. So the fees you need to pay for getting the proofs of no debts might not be needed here. So we'll see. So generally, it's a very good step forward in my opinion. Then it's just about like tweaking it and making it accessible, because for foreigners, if you don't speak Czech and the system is only in Czech and it's also confusing for Czechs, then it will be like triple confusing for you, and then we'll see what will be the result. If you submit your tax return late because you didn't understand where to download this, how they will react, if they will fine you for that or they will understand. So we'll see. But in my opinion, it's a very good step, and I'm happy that it happened, because social security has been always the most crazy one. You had to go there in person for everything, and you waited always for a long time. And then, like, they also have the system that there is always one person responsible for one letter, for example. So my surname is Kalina. So all surnames starting with K would be like one person would be responsible for all the cases of our names, let's say. And if that person got sick, then no one else would be doing that. So like for however long the person was sick, like 3 days or 1 week or like 7 years, then nothing would be happening with the cases, because they just have this kind of system. So if this will improve this, then I'm definitely up for it, and let's see what it brings us. So guys, if you have any problems with that, if you cannot log in, or if you cannot find what you're looking for, get in touch with me or with Move to Prague in general, and we'll be happy to help. Because every time there is something like this, for example, when there was the compensation bonus during the whole pandemic, government supporting freelancers, then we always helped in the beginning for people to understand the system and be able to log in and work with that and apply, for example, for the bonus. So we'll be happy to support you in this as well. So this is a special bonus. I will not be telling actively to our clients, or we will not be sending any newsletters about that. I guess maybe we will, but not as of now. But for those of you who are watching either the live stream or the recording, then you have this great opportunity that if you get in touch with me or with Move to Prague in general, that we will be happy to help you set up the system and try to log in and find the information you need. Okay, guys, there is time for your questions. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If not, then I'll probably finish this live stream and we'll go to sleep because it's over midnight, so it's technically not Monday anymore. Kaparas Paras, dobré den. Grace, hi, nice to see you. I honestly must say that I don't understand anything you're writing. But thank you very much for following and for sharing everything. Eripshit Chaudhary, it was nice. Thank you very much. Do you mean my live stream or the social security system when you try to log in? Yeah, so guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask now. Otherwise, as mentioned, I will go to sleep because it's late. I just couldn't do the live stream earlier. But I promise you that I promised you that I will be doing live streams every Monday and Thursday. So I keep the promise, and I'm doing the live stream even like at midnight when I have time. Okay, yeah, the live stream and all those interactions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm happy to provide some value. We also try to keep up to date with everything and let you know as well, because we understand, and it's been always like that it's difficult to find some reliable information as a foreigner in the Czech Republic, because there's places like expats.cz or Prague Warning and places like that. But that's kind of like the mainstream media, so it's very how to say, you cannot always find the information you're looking for there, just what's trending and what's like catchy and all this. But if you look, for example, for this kind of information, like how to log in into your social security system, that's nowhere to be found in English. So we're happy to bring you such information, and I'm very happy that you appreciate it and follow me everywhere. So thank you very much. Good night, sir. Have a nice sound sleep. The same to you. I don't know if you're in the Czech Republic. If yes, then the same to you. Good night. If you're somewhere else and you maybe have a morning or the night, then good night or good day, good morning. Tanchi Hao, hey, nice to see you. If I don't have a bank account with one of the accepted banks for login, which of the other login options would you recommend that I register for? Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't have the answer for that now, because I've only tested this one. I also have the e-identity. I tried to set it up some time ago, but I couldn't log in using that. And all the other ones, I have no idea what they're about. So honestly, if you don't have one of the accepted banks, maybe open a bank account in one of those banks which support it, or wait, because most of the banks should introduce this kind of service at some point. So maybe just wait for them. And if you want to log in there now, well, the thing is, you can still go to the social security in person. So if they didn't send it to you and you cannot log in, then you can still go to the social security in person and request the documents in person. So it's not such a big deal. They will just not send it automatically to you to your mail. So it's actually not like the end of the world, but you can still get the documents. But from the other ones, let me maybe see, because I don't know what are all the options. So let's see. I'll try to go there right now. So just give me a second. I'll try to log in to Česká správa, ČSSZ, e-portal. Okay. And let's see what the other options there. Okay, so the Databox, that's what I mentioned. I don't really recommend Databox. It's still confusing for me. We usually use everything we do with Databox is done through our accountant, so I don't deal with that, and I don't want to deal with that. It also is the way that once you set up the Databox, not some of the communication can go through the Databox, but all the communication must go through the Databox. So it's somehow like can be very inconvenient at some point. But let's see the other options. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, the banks, e-government, e-identity, my ID, Starkos card, international ID getaway, NIA ID. Honestly, I have no idea which is which and what they do and how to get them. So maybe I would try the NIA ID, because that seems to be like working based on like your name, login, and a text message. So that might be the easiest option. But honestly, if your bank doesn't support this, then I don't know honestly which one to choose. I haven't tested everything. I will update you. I might write some comments in the comment section once we finish the stream, and maybe once we test more of the options. But I tried, I believe, two of them, the e-identity and one more, and I couldn't log in with anything. And even the bank option, for the first time or first two times, didn't really work for me. So maybe there are still some technical difficulties, but yeah, unfortunately, this is everything I know now. Yes, I'm here in Ostrava. We had lots of chat in Facebook. You helped me a lot. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you like Ostrava. One of our partners will be hosting a job fair in Ostrava very soon. So if you're looking for a job, or if you just want to meet fellow expats or some employers, definitely go. The partners are called JobSpin. So if you go to JobSpin, JobCZ, that's one of the biggest portals for looking for jobs, as a foreigner. And they also organize and will be co-organizing actually this coming September. We joined our forces because they've been organizing these job fairs for 9 years, and those are very nice job fairs, but there was still something kind of missing, and they came with the idea that we might like make it bigger, or they might make it bigger, and we partnered together, and we'll be actually doing a job fair and a relocation fair. So in Prague in September, there will be a job and relocation fair for foreigners. So like everything will be in one place. So job offers and other useful things for foreigners. So definitely stay tuned with me. I'll be doing some more promo for that. It's for free for visitors, so definitely stop by. But the first one, the closest one, will be in Ostrava, just the job fair. I need much more details about family member EU based on work right issue, application type, PP, more details about it. I have less knowledge about it once I requested you for this interaction. Yeah, if you need any more help, if you need any more assistance or have more questions, please get in touch. Maybe now I'm not that much on Facebook, so sometimes I don't reply messages very fast. But if you go to movetoprague.com, movetoprague.com, and you fill in one of the forms, either me or one of my colleagues will get back to you for sure. So if you still have some questions and you need some answers, please feel free to get in touch. We'll be happy to help some more. Tanchihao, thank you for taking a look into it, because there are also the same login options for the taxes and each of websites, and without it, there's just a lot of offices to visit every year. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So that's one of the reasons why I appreciate that they're trying to do this. The only thing which is the main problem in the Czech Republic, in my opinion, is that the Social Security now introduced this system. And then the tax office will introduce another system, or introduced years ago, but they don't really work together. It would be great to, if you're a freelancer, it would be great to log in into one system and see all your payments for a social security, healthcare, income tax, and to have to be able to access everything from one point, because you're a freelancer. So all these three things go together. That basically every ministry and every office have different IT systems, because they need to do, when they're looking for the provider, they need to advertise it, and they need to choose the cheapest option, or the best option. So for many ministries, it's different providers. So the systems not always really communicate together. So that's one of the big pains here, that it could be way easier if there was one system for the whole government, and you could access all the information through one system, or at least somehow easily, which is not possible. But at least some steps like this is, if one of the authorities creates a system like this, and it will bring us closer to not have to go anywhere. That's definitely helpful. So I appreciate it as well. Yes, I will do fill that form, and thank you once again. I will look for the job fair. Much appreciated. Thank you. You're welcome. The job fairs are amazing. There are usually hundreds of. We are now aiming for couple thousand people, couple thousand visitors a day, because this job fair in Prague and the relocation fair in Prague will be big. And we really want to, we're looking forward to it, because it's something new, and it should be very helpful for you all, foreigners and expats living in the Czech Republic. So definitely stay tuned for that. At all the other job fairs, the one in Ostrava, those are also very good and very nice, and you can meet all the different employers, international companies looking for employees. So if you're looking for a job or changing a job, then definitely it's a good place to start. Okay, guys, my eyes 15 minutes after midnight. So I appreciate you, that you came here at this late hour, and that you were listening to what I was saying. I hope it was also helpful a bit. As mentioned, it's not I don't have that much experience personally with that, but I just try to log in and share the experience. But when we gain more knowledge, when more clients try to log in and share their experience with us, then we'll be happy to share it more with you, so we provide more value. See you, sir. See you. Thank you very much, guys. Good night, and see you again on Thursday, hopefully at some more convenient hour and not at midnight. But we had fun with the social security at night, so worth it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. See you next time, and sleep well all.